Okay, so what we're gonna go over today is overhead squats. If you guys have ever done overhead squats, you guys know they're hard. They're hard, and what I love about overhead squats is we're gonna see any imperfection you have. There's nothing you can hide with an overhead squat. If you have any sort of mobility limitations, if you have any stabilization problems, this is when it all gets kind of like, wow, my hip mobility is really off, or my ankle mobility, or my shoulder mobility. This is when we can see it. And if you guys have mobility issues, we can scale it. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm going to do it with a barbell, but I'm also gonna show you guys how to do it with dumbbells. Dumbbells are actually harder because the mobility piece. And I'll show you guys a scaling option in case you can't do it. I struggled a lot doing it with 2 dumbbells, so I'll show you guys both ways. But overhead squats are really great for building strength, and it's gonna work our upper body and it's gonna work our lower body, but it's great for building strength, especially once you get it right. So don't don't leave because you can't do it. We'll help you. We'll get them down. We will scale them, whatever you need, I will help you. But what we're gonna have to do, it's not one of those movements you can just throw up a barbell and do. We got to warm up our shoulders. We got to open our hips. We got to stretch everything. So I'm going to find something to do pass-throughs. Okay, I swear, I know I had a resistance band. Somebody brought it in to me. I can't remember who, but I'm just gonna use my sweater again. Oh, nope, here it is. So pass-throughs, what these are gonna look like. These are gonna come through. Just gonna open our shoulders. Have any of you guys done overhead squats before?
I have.
Well, I know you, yeah. Do you like them, Lynn?
I don't think they're the worst thing in the world,
Yeah.
but I also go very light.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I just use the bar.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I should just use the bar.
Yeah, you might have to just use the bar, and that's okay.
Start and just getting comfortable with it. And even when I added weight, it'd be like 2.5. Like, very slow. Just because you can't drop it, and
bring your hands in a little bit. Start trying to bring your hands in just a little bit and get them through. Whew. Yeah, it is hard. If you're like I would not drop my weight in here. Probably go through a wall or something. What?
I'm still a little sore from those hangs.
Oh my gosh, we did a lot of, my team did a lot of hangs. Like,
I'm sore from Tara's hangs. Every few years, I need a reminder not to mess with you. That was it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I think I cracked a rib. Oh my god. What the heck?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
You cracked one of my ribs.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna bring 1 foot forward. I'm gonna have 1 foot back. That's so funny. Yeah, those were awful. Those were they weren't too bad until you were on like your 4th. We did those so much at the end when we just were trying to get 1 card. We did those hangs for a long time. Until we got the last heart we needed for a flush.
Katie was doing all the farmer's carries. I was like, what?
Well, I know Michael, I think he did like 2 miles of farmer's carry.
Yeah.
Gavin?
I was on Mike's team. We did a lot of farmer's carries.
We did not, because we were trying to get a workout in.
Wait, was that Jenny? Did Jenny just say that?
I did, yeah.
Whose team were you on?
Michael.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I heard you guys did those for a long time. Okay, you guys.
I at least did really heavy.
Try to drive your pelvis to the ground, like forward, knee forward, pelvis to the ground, and try to touch that elbow to the ground. And if you guys see me struggling, I'm just not flexible. I'm not that flexible. So you guys might be like pretzeled up all over the ground. I'm getting there. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I'm really hot. It just got real hot in here. When Zach was here, he had the heat on 63. No, that's not even heat. Somehow it did say heat on. And he likes the house to be 63. Last night I took it to 68. I was like, nope. No, 63 is too cold for me. Okay, so now I want you guys to come back, and I want you guys to push the pelvis to the ground and try to get that, you're not gonna have your hands down. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up, try to open those hips more. Oh my gosh. Okay. My shoulders are actually sore from, Saturday. Okay, you guys. Come back, touch your foot. You guys, Colton broke their little school record. He did it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. The first one he failed. Well, so they only have up to 17 boxes there, which is like 34 inches, or 17 or 2 is. Yeah, so he,
That got me warm for a minute.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. So, the teacher asked him if he wanted to go higher, and he said yeah, because 17 was the last record. He wanted to beat it. So they put something under there, like equivalent to the 3 of the boxes. And the teacher said, this just isn't really stable. So they had 2 like little 5th graders behind him, and the first time it completely collapsed, and he failed it, but they get 2 tries, and then he landed it. I was like, I'm just glad we didn't get a call that you like got injured. But he was so excited.
That's
Yeah, he was really. What?
now he'll have to beat his own record next time.
Well, next time he's in the middle school, so he actually will probably have. So this is his last year of elementary here. 5th grade is elementary in Ohio. So next time he has a whole new record to break.
He'll be the king of the middle school.
I don't know. I feel like middle school is going to be a whole new ball game. I feel like those kids are like, middle school, some boys grow a lot. Colton,
Yeah.
he's still like very, 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 very little. My kids are little. Okay, you guys, bring that elbow in, touch the ground, drive that pelvis down a little bit more. Yeah, my kids are tiny, which I don't understand. Like Cope is like 80th percentile for height and weight. Wyatt's like 3rd percentile. And Colton, I think he's like 30th or 40th. Man, my hips are tight. So my kids are just little. Man. My hip flexor hurts so bad. This is like not comfortable. But yeah, I took a Cope to daycare and they said, did he have any more accidents? After, because he had the one in the morning. And I was like, no, they just said he had one. And she's like, well, it wasn't really even an accident. He woke up from his nap and he's like, I have to pee. And he had just like had a little bit of pee in his underwear. And he felt really bad. He says, I'm sorry for having an accident. He said sorry like 100 times. I'm like, buddy, it's okay. He got in the car. He's like, I'm sorry, Mom, I had an accident. I was like, oh, broke my heart.
That's so sweet.
I know. I was like, you are way too sweet.
Yeah.
He's been so sweet. Either my new, I was going to say either my new medication's working really well or my kids have been really sweet. That's so funny. That's so wrong to say. But, oh my gosh, my hamstrings are tight. Okay, let's come on the ground. So I want you guys to bring your hips to the ground. Oh my gosh. Do it on a hardwood. It'll slide your hips out more, but you're gonna open up your hips, flex, right in here. If you guys are tight, if your shoulders are tight or something different, my hips hurt so bad right now. But you're going to drive your, some of you guys probably can do the splits, I can't, so. My kids thought that Wyatt, he's like, Mom, I can do the splits, and he always tries to do it. I'm like, Wyatt, you're so far from the splits. It's so funny. He like bends his legs. He looks all like cockeyed. It's hilarious. And then he saw his cousin out here, Kinsley. She is the stretchiest human being I've ever seen in my life. Like, and he's like, whoa, Mom. She literally, ow, can put her like, I don't even know. It's weird. I've never seen someone so stretchy. But what I want you guys to do now, we're gonna grab our pipe or our band, PVC pipe band, whatever it is. I want you guys to come up overhead. These are gonna be really hard. So this is gonna be where we feel it and where you guys really feel where we have limited mobility. So we're gonna come up overhead. So in an overhead squat, your hands are gonna be on a barbell, not on a band that's gonna stop you. So it's like, how far wide do you go? How close are we? You want your arms to be locked out. If they're too close, they're up here, you'll know if you're too close because you won't, think about coming down like this, you're gonna fall forward. The wider it is, the more of it's more stable, you have more of a base. So I come all the way out here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do those squats with the band over our head. What I want you guys to really try to do is when this band is overhead, think about butt back, knees out, like this. Your chest stays up nice and tall. If you guys are at the bottom, I almost wish I could see you guys all, I might. If you guys are at the bottom and say this is where you are, this is really poor ankle mobility. If you guys are struggling with getting those knees over those toes, that's ankle mobility. So if that's something you guys are struggling with, I would put 2 things under your heels for this. Like some of you guys I know struggle with just squats without even being overhead. Put 2 things under your heels, or if you guys have lifters come in hand right here. But you're gonna squat, and now that problem might be fixed. So I want you guys to squat and keep that chest up nice and tall, and this band should be over your ponytail. And we're gonna stand up. So next, if you guys are seeing like, okay, maybe I can't get all the way down. Maybe I'm just doing this. And then come up. It's probably hip mobility. It's a hip thing. So we got to stretch your hips more. And then if you guys, oh, wait. I wish I had a bow. I wish I could get a deer, you guys. I'll try and see if that was a big buck right now. Deer, there's been more big bucks on the property, but I'm trying not to tell Zach about them. That way he can just work. But, if you guys have, if it's a shoulder thing, you guys are probably noticing that your shoulders don't want to stay back when you're coming down. They're just staying forward, and you can't really do any of it. There's some deer out there. There's a bunch of deer coming out right now. There's 4 of them. So how are you guys feeling on these? Here, I kind of want to highlight you guys just so I can see them. Oh, Nikki, nice. I'm gonna add some spotlights just so I can see what's going on. And make sure those elbows are locked out. So something I want you guys to do, if you guys are using a PVC pipe right now, something I always tell people to do to make sure they have that, the rotation is you can put the PVC pipe. Do any of you guys have a pipe or a broom? Something we can do, let me see if I can have a broom. Yep, like this. I have a painting stick. Put it in your hands like this, like a server. You see how I have it in my hands? I'm not death gripping it. It's in my hands like this. So, like this. I'm not holding it like this. It's like this. So I want you guys to do that with both hands, and now do it. This is gonna force you to get that those shoulders open. So, calm down. Ah! Way harder. Try it. If you guys have a broom or something, I want you guys to try it. Ooh, who's this right here? Leslie. Let me see what's going on up there. Okay, Leslie, I can see. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm trying to get everybody highlighted so I can see what you guys have going on. Okay, and make sure you're not too far back. So another thing I'm seeing is almost too far back. You don't want to be so far back here. You don't want to be back here. If we're back here and you have weight on there, I don't care how like Brooke, she's double jointed. She would probably struggle with this. When we're double jointed, we struggle with keeping this locked out and not coming back there. Ooh, not coming back here, because back here, once you get weight on there, you're not going to be able to support it or stabilize it. So you want it in that good spot up here. You want those hands out, and that's the position we want. I feel it so much in my back.
Is the bar to kind of come like more towards your forehead when you squat, or does
No.
it stay in the back?
It's supposed to stay above your ponytail. So think about, you want to almost think about the barbell stays on a same line. Your barbell can come up and down this, and it never comes forward or backwards. That's what you want to shoot for, which is crazy. So go to the side, Kelly, so we can see you from the side. Oh, so you collapse kind of at the bottom. Try to keep that chest up more. Yep. So something you guys can do. One more drill that I'm going to show you guys that we can do to help. There's one more drill that's amazing for this. Come onto a wall. So I want you guys to come to a wall. And I want you guys to get close. So we're going to come to this wall. Move all the stuff. Okay. And what I want you guys to do, this is this is called squat therapy. This is called squat therapy. I want you guys to get your feet in the squat position. And I want you guys to bring your hands up and try to come down without touching your chest to the wall at all. Keep your arms pulling away from the wall. Try that, Kelly. Actually, everybody try that. So close to the wall, come close to the wall. You're gonna have your hands up, and you're gonna go slow, 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 slow. Woo! And you come back a little bit. So you're gonna try to figure out, it's gonna force you to pull that chest back and those arms back. Oh yeah, who's that? And try to get your hands up, Nikki. Put your hands up over your head now, like straight up, and do it. Ooh, look at Nikki doing it over there. Lock your arms out, Jen. Have your arms locked out. So for this, you guys want your hands nice and, ooh, that was good, Kelly. So for this one, you want your arms, if you can do it, bring them up. Don't have them out. That's not gonna be near as hard. Up, bring your hands up, directly up, and try it. So it forces you. Oh my gosh, it's really hard. But it makes us, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Leslie. Okay, you're feeling it probably big time, Leslie. Yep. This is great.
Feel that in your upper back.
I know, me too, me too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's hot in my house. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be working on today. So if you guys have barbells, the best thing we can do with a barbell, the best thing you guys can do with a barbell is come out of the rack. You wouldn't, if you guys wanna clean it, you guys can clean it. I'll show you guys how we're gonna clean it, get it behind our head and get it up and out there. But I'll show you guys how to do this with dumbbells. And I'm also gonna show you guys, I'm actually not gonna show you from a rack because I don't have it. Lynn probably does. Where's Lynn? Oh, I don't have her highlighted. Hold on. Spotlight. There she is. So Lynn will show us from the rack. So I'll first show you guys from a barbell without the rack. So don't forget, you will have to clean it. You will have to clean it. So we're gonna do that hook grip. I always hook grip. Anytime I pick the barbell up off the ground, you're gonna clean it. So now from here, we're gonna pop it up into our back. So I would do a dip, pop, and absorb it. So now it's on my back. And now I'm gonna widen my grip. I like to look at these little notches on my bar, because if your hands are uneven, I promise it's gonna feel weird. So when you're even, your hands come into that overhead squat position, and what you're gonna do from here is you just dip, get it up. And now we're gonna try to do it with a barbell. And it might be that we add no weight to the bar at all, and we just keep pressing up, press up, press up, up. So from the side, this is what it looks like. So down, keep that back, See how it's staying over my, I could stay down here for a long time.
Barbell.
What? So, to bring, oh, I should have showed you guys how to bring it down. Oops. I'll show you guys that. So that's with the barbell. And I'm probably not going to go heavy because I've not done these in forever. I haven't done these in forever. But if you guys are going to do it with dumbbells, this is what we're going to do. Say you guys have an 8-pound, 8. It's really hard with 2 of them. I'm not going to tell you guys it's not. You have to have really good mobility to do it with 2 dumbbells. So what you're going to do is you're going to clean it up. You're going to get them right here. We're going to press these up. Get into that squat stance. So they're going to be up overhead. And we're going to go slow, pulling back, pulling back. I honestly wouldn't be able to go above 8. So from the side, it's really hard, you guys, with dumbbells. So from up here. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. Okay, and that's only 8s. So say you guys can't do that because you don't have the mobility. Just use 1 dumbbell, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So say I wanted to use this 20. Because I can do it, I just don't have the mobility. So you're gonna just get this 1 dumbbell up, you're gonna block it out, and now we're gonna go. I always put like this hand in front of me for stabilization. And now we're gonna go, we're gonna come up. So it's gonna feel weird, you guys. You're gonna feel this in your back, you're gonna feel it in your legs, you're gonna feel it up here. You're gonna be pretty sore, even if you don't do much weight today. But that's what we're gonna do.
1. Holy cow, it's harder.
It's really hard. How much weight did you have, Nikki?
Just the bar. It's like, it's the thinner bar. It's like a 15.
35? Oh, 15?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I
15
think
kilograms?
it's 20. I think it's 20 something. 28. Would that make sense or no?
No.
No.
Is it 25 or maybe 35?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, you mean 28 millimeters. That's what you mean, 28 millimeter grip.
Yeah, it says.
I think it's a 35-pound bar.
I
But,
think it's a 30. Yeah.
so
I think it is.
for these, what I want us to do, I want us to get 10 sets of 5. So we're not gonna do super heavy. We're gonna go find like a moderate weight, and we're just gonna go for reps today. We're gonna try to get reps. If you guys can do 5 sets of 10, do it. I just know it's gonna be hard unless you're using really no weight. Oh, Lynn, will you show them how to do it from the squat rack? So from the squat rack, it's so much easier, you guys, than cleaning it up and going behind your head. So in the squat rack, you're gonna go up to it and see how she puts her head under the bar. See how she's in there? It's on her back right now. There's a cushiony spot in our back. These meat pads back here, that's where it's not on her spine. It is not on these little vertebrae up here. So now she steps back and she's gonna widen her grip to wherever it feels good. A lot of times I widen it to like when I'm still in the rack, but you're gonna widen it, and now she's gonna dip and drive. Yep, and now she can go. And so it's gonna be so much easier, you guys, from a squat rack. Yeah, awesome. It's hard. Oh. I know. So what we're gonna shoot for is sets of 5. You guys are gonna feel this big time. You're gonna feel it big time right now and tomorrow and the next day. So try not to load tons and tons and tons of weight. That's not the goal. You're gonna find yourself injured. So let's do this. Are there any questions from anybody doing this with us? Any questions at all? No. Oh, Marianne's on here. Look at you. My phone was covering you up there. Awesome. Let's go. Let's do it. When you guys are ready, let's do it. Let's have some fun. Oh, man. Okay, let's put some weights on here. So if you guys are using a barbell, this is when you are like looking for those 2.5s or those 5s. Like a lot of times people are like, why do people use 2.5s? This is stupid. This is when it is. It's like when we're doing these harder, more advanced movements and you want to build up by something less than 20s, by like 10s on each side. This is that. So rest in between if you guys need it, and then go for your next one. I can't wait to do our house tour. We're gonna have a house tour sometime in our group. I feel like Patrice and I are planning it somehow. We'll do like a wine night and house tour where we can give tours of our houses.
Is it like your
but can't
What?
wait for that. I've been waiting.
I know you have. You need to help me plan it. Because it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna get, because we always see everybody's progress pictures and we see like I always am like, oh my gosh, I wanna see like, what else is in their bedroom? This bedroom looks so cool. But it's like weird if I say that. But people have really cool houses. And then some people have houses like me that I call this unique. And I wanna see those too. Unique houses are fun. And some people, you don't have to share your house with us. But if you want, it'll be like those dinner nights where everybody goes to each other's houses and does appetizers.
Love it.
Yep. And Nikki, I feel like you have a cool house.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like, eh. Charlotte is a very, Charlotte's a very, I don't know, like an artistic town, I feel like.
Where?
Charlotte, where you live. It's a cool town. Like city.
Wait, where I live?
Aren't you in Charlotte?
No. I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Or not, wait. Who's in Charlotte? Why do I think you were in Charlotte?
What are you talking about? I knew that.
I thought you were in Charlotte this whole time.
Yeah, but really cool.
Yeah, I love Charlotte.
I almost moved to Charlotte once, and I literally thought it was the coolest place ever.
I heard it's very cool. I've never been though.
But I've never been to Fredericksburg, so I guess I have no opinions on that place.
Yeah, it's not super cool, but you know, I like my house.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I literally have thought you lived in Charlotte this entire time. And I think it might be because you said it was a 4-hour drive from us when we were at the beach. And you came to visit, and I know Charlotte's 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You know what's funny is she's the one that told me that you were coming from Virginia.
I know, that's weird because I knew she was from Virginia, but I always thought it was Charlotte. But I know Charlotte's not in Virginia. That's stupid.
You're the one that told me she lived in Virginia.
I know.
Oh, I love you, Tara.
Okay, you guys. As we build weight, it's okay to go slower. As we get tired, it's okay to go slower on these reps to get the full depth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a really special moment I had in life just now. Because I knew you were in Virginia, but I literally thought you were also in Charlotte. But I know that they're not, things aren't the same.
Okay. You have a lot of people to...
I know. I can't even say I thought you were in Charlottesville because I knew you weren't in Charlottesville. There are some people that I will never accept that they don't live in a spot that I think of in my head. Allison Hopkins, literally for the longest time, I just thought she was in California. In my head, that's where she always lived. And I would always say California, but I know she's in Texas. But I still, you know how some people you just think live in certain places?
Yeah, you have a picture of things about people in your mind. And
yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, you live in California in a cute little neighborhood. You guys do wine nights with your neighbors. And no, I envisioned this whole thing in my head. And none of it was right.
Did I hear somebody say Culpeper?
Yeah, I have a friend in Culpeper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not far.
I think she lived in...
Wow. He's having chest pain, so...
Yeah.
Cool.
You buy?
Yeah, they found somebody practically giving away their freaking property. It's crazy.
Wow.
That was a lot of money, but
It's
not 33 acres and so many things on it. And I'm like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of land out there.
There is. Pretty.
It's really pretty.
I can clean up. You don't have to do it. Oh. Oh, I don't mind at all though.
Anybody knees pop and crack when they do these?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My knees pop. I don't know who said that, but my knees pop every single time.
Yeah, that was me. And it's really one knee.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah, mine do too.
mine's big pop. I've heard like fish oil, like that full mega, is good for that.
It's so good for that.
Yeah, I feel like I tried that.
Oh,
Bad.
oh my gosh,
But
you
it was-
guys. But also like turmeric, cinnamon. There's a lot of really good things. Turmeric, whatever. Turmeric,
Yeah, golden milk.
golden milk.
Yeah, you take like milk, a black pepper, turmeric, cinnamon, and you make it a warm little drink, and you drink it at night. And it can be it's golden milk. If you Google it, there's all kinds of recipes. It's great for inflammation and your
Yep.
stomach and
Yep.
yeah.
Turmeric. Yeah. I know. Zach used to drink that all the time. He takes it in capsules now. He takes it every day, turmeric, and but for a while we had it was like a seasoning it looked like in the cupboard, and I tried to add it to things, I just didn't like it. I'd probably have to do the capsule.
When you had that it was a liquid fish oil. It was like key
Yes.
lime or. My knees stopped popping when we were doing that, and I only did a couple times.
A couple times.
I tried it, one that you put just under your tongue, like 2 little drops, and I didn't really notice a change. Mine not done.
It was a spoonful, like it wasn't a little bit, but it actually tasted good. She's like, "You want some fish oil?" And I was like, "No, I don't at all."
At all.
This
Yeah,
one
I
was
take one of those like flavored ones. They're not too bad.
I would.
one was actually good, and I would be the absolutely not terrible. What number is everybody on?
This is 4.
I'm on 4.
Okay.
One of my stick flavors, I'll only be able to make 14 more because we'll be out.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. That's probably the one that Cooper ate.
Probably.
Is it original?
Is it the red box? Yes.
And that's barbecue.
Whatever the red box is what I'm gonna have. So.
Bye, girl. Thank you so much.
Yes, no problem. Bye, everybody. Nice workout.
Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall over. What am I doing?
Sit back. Knees to track over your toes. Look up. Make sure you're looking forward too. Don't look down. Oh my gosh, this is getting hard.
Who is it?
Nikki.
It was Nikki that said that.
You're using a barbell? So they
Yeah.
always tell him to act like you're pulling the bar apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it helps stabilize up here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This is really hard.
This is hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's up with this?
I know. I was like, this is a movement. It's so hard to sometimes build on movements because some people don't know how to do a clean yet. But I'm like, okay, we just need to keep going. But this is a movement I hate. I hate doing the overhead squats, but it does help a lot with it's a full body. What I like about it's full body. It's gonna work your upper body and lower body and show you every imperfection you have. So it's kind of like an 8-year-old kid. Tells you everything.
Yeah. It's
Because this is not what I've done when I did I guess I'm in group fitness, and they taught us how to do like a clean and press more so, not anything like this. This is totally different.
Clean and presses, I like those. I love clean and presses. Yeah, overhead squats, they're just complex. Like it's a snatch. So if you've ever done a snatch, like a barbell snatch, so clean and presses though, I like those way better. But
Overheads, where you finally start putting weight on your bar for other stuff and you're feeling good and they're like, try this. And then you're back to the trainer bar and you're like, wow, that's great.
I thought I was strong.
One of those humbling movements where it's like, oh, I'm not as awesome as I thought.
good, Jennifer.
That's how I felt when I was doing them with the broom, and then I put the barbell over my head. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, and here we go. That'll work. Great.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is getting really hard. Jennifer, how are you guys doing down there? How are your sisters?
Not too bad. When I get done with this, I got to shower quick, and then she has an oncologist appointment today that I'm taking her to. So,
Gotcha.
but she did get her catheter out, and her urinary tract infection is completely gone, so that's good.
That's awesome. Did she ever get her white blood cell count again?
You know, I think that's part of the oncology appointment today. They did labs last week, and I think they'll tell her this week. And she was supposed to have a PET scan last week, but the machine broke. So unfortunately, she goes for that tomorrow. So she was kind of hoping she'd have it so the oncologist could tell her, because she had one at the beginning of her treatment back in end of March, beginning of April. So this would be her second one to see if her treatment's working or not. So she's a little bummed that she never got to have it before she sees the oncologist, but I was like, well, it'll work.
Okay. I know. I just couldn't even imagine those waiting for those doctor's appointments.
Right.
Well,
I'm just over here in my landscape timbers doing my
that's awesome.
things.
And Krista, what's going on with you? Krista, you just said the ambulance left your house. What the heck's going on, girl? You might have to unmute yourself, if you can, or just type it.
Hey, well, I have a house full of kids, might I add. I don't know. I woke up and I was feeling okay. Not that great, but not like bad. And then kids and I were doing a craft, and all of a sudden I got like really dizzy and lightheaded and like almost passed out. And then like I started getting some really bad sharp pains like in my chest and my abdomen. And then not even like 30 seconds after the pain started, I went into like I had sweat like dripping down my whole body. Like every inch of my body was like sweating, and like I couldn't move. So I called Corey and was like, you have to come home. Like I have 5 kids here today. It was not, I don't know what's going on, but I have to go for some tests.
Gosh.
So yeah, the ambulance came and they were here for like an hour, just like monitoring me. And Corey was like calling all the parents to tell them what was going on. And none of them came to pick up their kids, might I add.
What?
They're all like down there napping, all the kids.
Oh my God.
They gave me like a shot of something. I don't even know what they gave me. But I was literally just like laying on the floor in the basement with all the kids in their playpens so that they were safe. And like, I literally could not move because I was in such bad pain. So they think that it might be that I'm developing like gallstones, even though I don't have my gallbladder.
Oh no. Wait,
And like literally there's no pain right now at all. Like it's like it never happened.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Yeah. So when years ago, like 7 years ago, when I had my gallbladder out, this is what it felt like. It would come on, and then all of a sudden the pain would just be gone.
Huh. How do you develop gallstones?
The second time it's happened within 2 weeks. But the first one a couple weeks ago wasn't like it was today. Like I felt literally like I was gonna die. Like it hurt so bad. And like now, I don't feel anything. Like,
my goodness.
It's so weird.
So that happened to my sister. She had hers removed. And like 10 years later, she had the same type of pain. And she went in and there was one that was stuck in like the duct. And so I guess it just had been there this whole time. So you
Weird.
Yeah.
And my mom said that happened too. She had her gallbladder taken out because she had like 12 stones in her gallbladder and 6 in her common bile duct. And a year later, she had the same exact pain and everything. And she goes, Jen, I think I have gallstones, but I think when your gallbladder's out, you can't get them. Well, you can get them if your liver overproduces the bile. So her common bile duct filled up again with 6 more stones. So you can't have it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they just said, like, because I was comfortable by the time they left, like, it was like it never even happened. Because I started getting, like, really shaky. And then all of a sudden, I, like, wasn't sweaty anymore. I didn't have pain. Like, right now, I don't have pain at all. Like, it's completely gone. So they were like, well, call your family doctor. So I had to do that this afternoon because they don't pick up phones till 2. And they're like, you need to go get like a CT, x-rays, like all this stuff. So I have to call him and kind of tell him what's going on and get all those tests done so they can figure it out. Because, yeah, this is the second one within 2 weeks. But this one, it literally felt like someone had reached into my abdomen and like was pulling stuff out.
Oh my gosh, girl. Are you going
It was
in
crazy.
today? Are you going to go in like in the next couple days or something? Or
Yeah, so I'll call my doctor in an hour, and then hopefully, because this is like the second one within like 2 weeks, that hopefully I'll be able to get in to get at least an x-ray done or something so they can get in there and see if there is gallstones, or she was like, you know, you could have something else bigger going on in there too. So, if it's not one thing, it's another. But literally, I feel fine now.
Is Corey with
But
you?
for 2 hours, I was in like complete agony.
Is Corey there with you, or are you by yourself with all these kids?
Just me and the kids again.
Oh my gosh, woman. That would be miserable.
I can't believe none of the parents came and got their kids.
No, I just messaged them all and told them what happened, and they were just like, okay, well, if you need anything, let us know, or if you want us to come pick up early, let us know. I'm like, okay.
Sarah, can you repeat what we're doing? Deanna just hopped on and she's asking what we're doing.
So we're doing overhead squats, but what I would do, so this is actually on YouTube as well, it's saved. I would go watch it because I go over all the mobility drills, and they're, wait, where do you see Deanna? Oh, she's already off of here. I think she's already off of here. Her name's already.
She put it in the chat box.
I know, but her name's not highlighted, so she already got off of here, I think.
Gotcha.
But if you're just jumping on and you guys don't know what's going on, it'll be saved on YouTube. I would just go watch it. That way you guys can see all the warming up and stuff that goes in with it.
Is everyone on 7? I'm like, I kind of lost count.
I lost count for sure. Okay.
I'm on 10 because I got to shower and get my sister to the doctor.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And Patrice, what did they say was wrong with you? She said she's waiting to be discharged, so hopefully she can tell us.
It was only 10 rounds, correct, Tara?
Yeah.
10 to 5.
Okay.
What'd you
Thanks,
say?
ladies. I gotta go. See you next time.
Bye, Jen.
I mean, they didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know, but
Did they do any tests?
no. because we know why. But yeah, they just shot me up. I should be sleeping in like an hour.
Is it normal?
I mean, if I would have came to the hospital to begin with, when 2 weeks ago, before I went to Connecticut, it wouldn't have been like this. But I was trying to fix it myself, and I paid $150. I should have just went to the ER because that was only $100.
Man.
Hopefully by tomorrow it will be better.
I'll be waiting for my ambulance bill to come in the mail.
Oh my God. Yeah, you didn't even mention that this morning when we talked. You were fine then, right?
Yeah, it happened just after that. And I did my workout this morning too. I did the core burner for last night.
I know, I saw that. So were they gonna like take you to the hospital, or they just come do ambulance visits?
Because all my vitals were good by the time they left, they said I could stay home.
I think even if you were half dead, they would have kept you at home because you had 5 kids there. They weren't going to load up 5 kids.
Well, Corey was down there with them.
Oh, I was like, there's no way they even thought about throwing you guys all in an ambulance.
No, I called Corey before I called the ambulance because he only works like 10 minutes down the road. So I was like, come home because I don't know what's happening. And then when he got home, he was like, oh my God, call the ambulance now. And he like called the ambulance.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's scary. One time, it's so funny. Cope, they called the ambulance at his daycare because his fever was like 104.7 and he wasn't breathing. They called me and said he wasn't breathing and his fever was high. And I said, they said, can we call the ambulance? I said, yeah. We get there and his fever was still that high and they knew he had to go to the hospital. But they said, do you want us to take him? And Zach's standing there. We're standing there and Zach's like, I mean, for peace of mind, you guys might as well. Like, it's free. It's just more of a peace of mind. I'm like, it's not free, homeboy. That's not free. He thought it was like a community service type thing or he thought it was something that like our tax dollars paid. Or I don't know what he thought. I was like, what?
That's like them going to the bringing our kids to the doctor and then they don't know any answer. So they're like texting us. Well, we should have just brought them.
I know. I was dying. I was like, well, it's not free, but yeah.
When were they born?
What? I died. I was like, and he said it in front of him. And I was just like, wait, you actually thought that was free?
Yeah, it's like $156 to call an ambulance here.
That's
here
not a
it's
lot.
like $750 here.
Oh, I was like, that's not a lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous here. So now I'm at Walmart getting my meal prep stuff that I probably won't even do today because I'm probably literally going to be sleeping. But since I'm going to be home tomorrow and Thursday now, I can, because I called into work because normally it wipes me out. So.
Well, whatever they gave me, I didn't even ask. I was like, just do it.
Well, when they
literally could not talk.
The nurse came in and I'm like, oh, I've seen you before. I mean, the doctor, I said, oh, I've seen you before. And she looked at my chart and she was like, oh yeah, I've seen you twice. She didn't remember me though. Obviously it's been like 4 years. I haven't been since the mango tree was cut down because I don't go near there just because I don't normally weed. I mean, I've mowed the lawn before, just never gone to the garden area. My sister must have saw the live because she texted me, what's going on with your legs? The one that's in the group.
There's no one safe in our group anymore. If you're in our group, you don't know if your grandma's sister's going to see it, your pastor at church might see it. Somebody's going to see it.
I mean, I told my little sister, but I don't think she said anything. Not that I care anyway, but yeah. So she must have saw the live or something because I looked in the Zoom and she wasn't in here. So.
And if you guys are doing these, I know we're getting tired. Like, we're tired. Our muscles are getting fatigued. Make sure at the bottom of the squat, I want you guys to think about it. Make sure you guys hold it for a second. Stay at the bottom of the squat and ask yourself, is my weight on my heels or is my weight on my toes? Where is my weight? Because if you're about to fall forward, you need to sit back more. You have to sit back more. It means your weight is shifting too far forward, and that barbell is probably pulling you forward. And if you keep adding weight and trying to build and get stronger, you won't be able to do it. You can't skip the correct movement. I always say integrity over intensity. You have to keep the integrity of a movement before you build intensity to that movement. So this is one of those movements that's like, it's really important to not compromise any of the form for weight or any of that. So if you guys are on your last one, think about it. Go at the bottom and see if you can hold it for a second. I literally just had to do that to myself because I felt myself going to my toes, and I'm like, shoot, I have to pull this bar back. I have to keep it back, and I have to readjust. And that's okay.
Is it okay not to go as far down in the squat to get the best like pressure on your heels?
Who just said that?
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. Okay. Can you squat good with, how was your squat with like less weight?
It's fine.
So I would just try to build it with less weight before you, or you mean it's just bad when you do overhead anything?
Anything overhead is harder for me.
Okay. So I would just really try to increase your mobility, but I would put those 2 plates behind your heels. That will help you get all the way down there. I would put 2, even if it's 2 books, something, and you'll be like, wow, I can now go all the way down. So I'm sure you might even have lifters because you have 232 pair of shoes. You might have some with a heel on it.
Okay.
I used to have lifters that were great. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got this. My wrist. Oh my gosh. Did I have, oh my gosh, that hurt my wrist so bad. You forget how weak your wrists are. That was hard. Okay. But yeah, I would put those weights back there and see if that helps. Yeah, Kelly. Oh, you might even need to widen your stance a little bit. You have long legs. You might need to widen it just like at the hair. Yeah.
You go out or straight?
Out, like 30 degree. Yeah. Back. How's that feel? Way better?
Yeah.
It's funny, your barbell looks skinny. Is your barbell short?
No. Oh.
Is it like a normal barbell?
It's as tall as my chest. I'm 5'9".
Wait.
So
Hold
I guess
on.
to
Let me see how long mine is. Now that you just said that, that threw me off. What do you think that is?
I know, I saw it earlier. I'm like, wow, that looks really short.
It looks so short. Oh, mine's way taller than me. So your barbell's super short, Kelly. That's what's going on. You have one of those tiny ones. So your hand, so what's going on with your, okay. I knew your thing looked, like it looked weird in the screen. I was like, man, something's off. Your barbell's short and you have longer arms. So you would need a wider grip. So you're doing it in a way that you probably can't get all the way down. It's really hard doing it how you are. You have to be super, super mobile. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're holding on to the outside of the freaking barbell. That's so funny. Okay, go. Yeah, you need a wide, yeah, that's probably too wide though. Oh my gosh. She's like just manhandling her bar. I feel like you're just like, yeah. So tell Chad next time you just want a barbell.
He probably got one. He's got all his weights out in the garage.
Actually, Zach wanted to weld me one time. I was like, babe, you know they're like $100 at the store. Let's not weld it out of a piece of metal. Like, it stresses me out saying I need something around here. I don't care if it's a toaster. We'll make a toaster. And it's like, no. Let's just buy the toaster. It's like $13 at Dollar General.
I'll make a toast.
No, he does. He tries to make everything. Like,
Everything. He cannot fix it anymore.
And
like our drop been on the outs for probably 3 months, and we have to push the barrel around and then start it. He's like, "Oh, it's fine. We're still working."
oh, Zach thought I was gonna hang dry our clothes at one time because that happened. I was like, no. But Yeah, we wanted a truck, or I wanted when we were looking for this GMC, or this, what's it called? SUV. When we were looking for our SUV, the ones with bucket seats in the middle were more expensive, like by kind of a lot. And I wanted bucket seats. That way you didn't have to always like flop over the middle seat and people like your grandma's climbing over it. And it's just like a lot of work to move stuff with car seats. So you guys, I kid you not, we found one. And Zach was like, Tara, we can't go with a color in mind, with a trim in mind, nothing in mind. We just have to go. And as long as it's a car with wheels, like we can make it work. He was going to cut out the middle seat and sew bucket seats in. He was going to cut out, like it was like one of those, whatever it's called where it goes across. It was that. He was going to cut the middle out and sew a cushion on to make it 2 bucket seats. And I was like, no. I was like, how about, I don't want a car anymore. I said, I don't want a car. I literally said that. I was like, I'm not getting a car. I'd rather not have a car than sew in a bucket seat.
So funny.
It stressed me out so much. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, guys, make your post-workout. Even after something like that, you guys earned your post-workout. With ignition. With ignition, believe it or not. So, post-workout, we got to replenish the muscles. We got to get, so that was a strength. And it's like, feels really weird because we didn't get our heart rate up super high. We didn't do anything crazy. And you feel like you're probably going to gain weight if you do this. It's not. You have to get the muscles to stop that breakdown process and start rebuilding and get stronger. So don't be scared of this step right now. And if you have creatine, take creatine right now. You guys can take creatine. And you don't take creatine just on workout days. Or just on weightlifting days. You take creatine 5 days on, 2 days off. Regardless of the 5 days. It's just 5 days straight, 2 days off. Oh, man. Okay, got some water. Cold water, yep. Okay, I do have a meeting, but I'm so excited to see Ashley on here. She tried to tell us she had a job. I see her up there. You ain't working. Look at Ashley up there.
I am working.
I'm just kidding.
Ashley. Hey there. Hey. Hey, Nikki. How are you? Kelly. I am working.
You are? Man.
Well, much.
I know, she's like, does nobody around here have jobs? She's like, I work like 60 hours a week. When do you guys do this?
I'm working too. Laying down.
Not to mention she's got the Westies in training. I'm going on the Westie circuit.
On the Westie circuit?
Working too.
That is so funny. What did I see the other day? Oh, I was looking at the flavor of my brats I ate last night. It was Chihuahua flavor. Literally, you guys, I didn't even know Chihuahua had a flavor.
You're hilarious.
It was a Chihuahua style cheese. You guys, it was Chihuahua cheese. And I was like, wait, I'm reading that wrong. It really said Chihuahua cheese.
The Chihuahuas are just taunting you now.
They are.
You're gonna notice them everywhere now.
Man, those hairy bitches, I just can't get rid of them.
That Secret Santa. Somebody get her a Chihuahua.
All I want is a Chihuahua and a dancing cactus. That's all that will make my day.
I will never pass one without laughing now.
And a mug and some PJ pants.
I want one of those Chihuahua long sleeves that people had on, where they were like, those Chihuahua, like, people had button-ups with Chihuahuas on it. Like, legit button-ups, you guys. That I think the sewing competitors probably made. The sewers made it. But that was great.
Sarah, so when you do the ignition, do you do the Formula One in the ignition? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay.
One whole scoop of Formula One, half a scoop of ignition. But if you guys struggle with protein, if you guys struggle with getting that protein in, do 2 scoops of Formula One right now. You guys can do 2 scoops. It's really easy on our stomach to digest. It's rapid digesting. So do a scoop and a half or a 2 scoops. That's totally fine. But keep it to a half scoop of ignition.
This is the first time I've ever used mine. I bought it a couple months ago, but I've been afraid to use it because it never fit into my macros. But we're going to change that.
If you go look at the...
Kelly? I got the chocolate. Chocolate milkshake. Oh, I got the mint cookie, chocolate mint cookie.
If you look at the video I sent you, Kelly, you'll see that we are increasing your calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will see that your calories are going up a little bit, which which is good. Okay, you guys, I have to go. I have a meeting like 9 minutes ago, so I have to let you guys go.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a fun day.
You too.
Feel better. Keep